This is Tales of Swordfall. Episode 4, Stab Happy.
Alright. Fascinating as this is, more important matters.
Yeah, so Daz with that 21, Flea with that 23. Yeah, you guys kind of see this, he's not really blue, he's more of a plum tiefling, running off with a bloody knife up to the north.
Do I see him as well?
Yeah.
With an 18? I'll
Yes.
cast I'll use my last spell slot to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okie dokie. And you see him, you do Hunter's Mark. Like, what does it look like when you cast Hunter's Mark?
It doesn't look like anything. I just concentrate on my mind and kind of like attach a alert to him.
Yeah. So, like, if
You
this was...
microchipped him.
I did.
If this was a show, we'd probably get, like, that close-up of your eyes, like, concentrating really hard, and
Yes.
some weird sound effect.
Can I shoot at this guy? How crowded is this place?
It's pretty crowded. You could try shooting at him, but there is a possibility of making more casualties.
So as quickly as I can, I'm going to find the person who is stabbed, lay some healing points into them, and I'll say, follow me to the rest of the group as I follow my Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, are the rest of you going to
I
just
know where Ray goes.
chase him? He's making good leeway through the crowd.
Can I start shoving people out of the way?
Oh god.
Yeah, give me a strength check. Let's see how well you're shoving people out of the way.
I'm a goddamn bulldozer.
You are a bulldozer. You just start shoving people out of the way, and after like the third or fourth person, people start getting the idea of you should just move out of this dude's way because he's chasing someone.
Out of my way, citizens! I must apprehend this wrongdoer.
I'm gonna shout to the crowd to try and stop him! Stop him! Get him! Stop him!
Let's see if the crowd's smart enough to actually react in
So-
the appropriate manner. Yeah, like they start looking around and they're not exactly sure who you're talking about, but everyone just kind of freezes and gets to the side, and someone shouts in the distance, "There's a guy with a bloody knife! Is that who you're looking for?"
Yes!
I'm running as fast as I can to him, following my Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, and you start pursuing him, and suddenly he just goes into an alley.
I'm gonna shoot him as soon as I get a
follow.
as soon as I get a clear shot. I'm gonna shoot.
Camille
this guy.
thinks this is a terrible idea, but Ray does not.
This is
Yeah.
definitely a trap.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, I'm gonna follow this guy.
Definitely.
What's Stabby doing?
Tabby is stealthily climbing the side of any building she can to try to see above where the guy went into. So keep her eyes on him.
Are you like going to the top of the building, or are you just keeping to the sides?
It depends on what the building looks like. If there's like a midway where she can if she needed to jump down and tackle him, she would, but she's just kind of like ninjing the side of the building the way tabaxis can because they have claws.
Yep, because they got those claws. Yeah, okay. You also see Tabby with your aerial view. He goes into an alley, but it looks like as soon as he gets into the alley, he jumps.
Jumps in place like a jump rope, or
There's a building in your way. It looks like he jumped up.
jumped up. Okay. What is around me that I can pursue him with?
There's a lot of tightly close buildings together, so you could basically run across the buildings and get to him pretty quickly. You don't have to try to get a crowd out of your way.
Okay, I'll do that. I will dexterously climb up the side of the other buildings and jump, tackle, roll my way to wherever he is.
Batmaning it.
Pretty much.
All right, the rest of you.
Did I
So
see him jump or not?
no. From your angle, he just kind of went into an alley.
Okay. Yeah. And if I followed him into that alley.
Yep, and he's not actually there, at least in your line of sight.
And where can I tell where he is from my hunter's mark?
You can tell he went up.
I'm going to go up.
Okay. Give me. Ooh, is this an athletics check to climb?
I can do athletics check to climb.
Or you could try an acrobatics and try to like.
You
I'd rather do
feel
athletics.
a heavy thud on your shoulder, and when you turn around to look at it, Krakatur is extending his hand holding a potion of like this bluish, sloshy liquid. It has kind of a bitter smell to it.
I know.
Oh god, I drink it.
Yeah. You feel your legs become a little bit more springy, and like if you take a step, you can feel that your legs are just. You feel like you could jump a mile.
I'm going to jump a mile then. Here we go.
All right. Give me an athletics roll with advantage.
I can do that. Ooh.
25. Yeah, you jump. And instead of just having that regular jump that, most people have, you find yourself pretty far into the air.
Holy shit. As I'm flying up, do I see him?
Yeah, you see, and Tabby sees that he's gone on top of a roof.
I'm gonna go tackle him.
Seeing Ray go up there, can I try and acrobatics my way up after?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a nat one.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try and throw a flea up there.
Alright, that would be a strength check or athletics? Probably athletics.
You cool with that, flea?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god.
Let's
I
do
love
it.
this.
Oh, Flea, give me a dexterity check. Awesome.
Not
So,
bad.
how do you grab onto the side of the building that you're being flung toward?
Well, I think he gets me most of the way up, and then I like cling onto the side of a window, and like this lady just kind of looks at me and starts screaming, and then I just scream at the rest of my way up the wall.
Yeah, it was probably a lady with her John about to like close the curtains or whatever, and she just sees you suddenly come up and then scramble away, and you just kind of hear this like scream and thud.
Oh no! I'm just gonna try to scurry up to the top and get a clear shot with my bow.
Is this person within 1 second. Is this person within 60 feet of me?
Yes, I'm thinking that all of you except for Krakatur is still on the ground. Like these roofs aren't like huge, but they're probably like about 40 feet.
I'm actually going to use Abjure Enemy.
Ooh, what does that do?
I'm going to present the scar on my face is going to glow, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw, unless he is immune to being frightened. And that's a failure, so he cannot move. He is frightened for 1 minute or until he takes damage. While frightened, the creature's speed is 0, and he cannot benefit from any bonuses to speed.
Damn. Tabby, this guy stops in his tracks.
I just go up to him and put one of my claws underneath his neck and grapple him behind. Don't think it's much of a grapple if he's pretty much already stunned, but what are you doing? What is this necklace thing? Is this evil? And she holds it up with one of her claws and just kind of rips it away from his neck.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Having failed my original acrobatics roll, can I try and find another way up?
Yes, you could probably find some. I'll
Can
actually
I
give
throw
you.
her too?
Oh, well, yes.
I could probably stand on his shoulders.
Yeah, you guys want to work together and and somehow get up.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that scene in Nampers
Come
New
here, help me
Groove, back to back.
Give me a boost. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll help you up, Taz. Not to worry.
Yeah. Man. Give me.
Cheerleader, throw me. I'll put my,
Yeah.
my foot in your
Crocketeer,
hand. You can launch me.
Give me another strength check.
Athletics or strength?
Athletics. Totally athletics. 21. Man, you are on fire tonight.
Shit.
Yeah. You are boosted up into the air, Taz. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and twist and land on the roof as best I can.
Okay, give me that acrobatics again. Let's see if you stick the landing. Yeah, you do it good. You do it without injuring yourself or, making your ankle twisted or anything like that, or falling through the roof. What does this look like? Like, what's the...
So, Taz has spent a fair amount of her life slipping out of potentially awkward situations. So I'd say this probably isn't the first time something like this has happened to her. So he tosses her up in the air and she just does like a forward flip in the air and lands 3-point landing on the roof and takes in the scene in front of her.
I wish Ray saw that. Dang it.
So, Ray's casting a spell. Her scars all glowing. Tabby's taking off the necklace. And for a brief moment, you see this deranged look go on Tabby's face, but it just slips off. And the man is standing there, kind of looks like he's in mid-run, but he looks like he's seized up and is almost like a statue. And let's see, who else is on the roof? Flea? Yeah.
I am, yep.
Flea, you are on the roof. You're seeing all this happen.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over and lick his face.
Hey, before you look at his face, what did I feel when I took the necklace? And is it purple or is that a different color?
It's a different color. It looks like a skull that's like made out of silver. It looks really nice, actually. Someone decorated the skull with all these like swirly marks, and in the open jaw of this skull pendant, it looks like a ruby. And when you did first hold it in your hand, you felt just a rage and this like psychotic drive to just start stabbing anyone close to you.
Okay. Back off, Lee. I feel like I want to stab? No. No, go ahead. I don't care. What are you doing, sir? And she takes the amulet or necklace and she pockets it with her other hand while still grappling around the back of his neck.
How long does the spell last, Ray?
It lasts for a minute. It's a divine. It's a whatchamacallit? The thing with the stuff, paladin shit. Divine sense.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, after a minute, his body, like, relaxes. He isn't, like, sweating profusely, and he looks really confused. How did I end up here?
Well, you climbed the side of the building after you stabbed a couple of people. You know, the traditional way.
I'm gonna go stand by Ray.
Yeah, the man looks super confused. Stabbed.
You don't even know what you've done.
No.
Where did you get that necklace?
He looks at the necklace. Oh, I traded it.
Looks at no necklace because Stabby pocketed it.
Well, okay.
So
Yeah.
you've no memory at all of the last couple of minutes. But when exactly did you buy the necklace?
He starts to think, and He like counts on his fingers. Well, it was a pariah, and you guys happen to know that today's Cinca, so it's been like 4 days.
What did you buy it? Did you win it or did you buy it someplace?
I was trading it.
For what?
Trading it from whom?
He kind of looks around. I have connections, and well, some parties don't want to be named, and I kind of liked it. It was pretty.
Well,
You have two choices. You can tell us exactly who you got it from, or we can just hand you over to the city guard that is over there. And she points.
Yeah, and
Do I believe this guy?
give me insight.
I also would like to try to intimidate
Okay.
him.
Yeah, give me intimidation.
I was gonna pull out my dagger and hold it up to his neck and say, well, some parties don't like that 2 women just got stabbed by you. So I'd stop talking.
Yeah, give me intimidation as well.
I should have just helped you instead.
The dude faints. Instead of like being
That-
very like
I slap him.
That is not what I meant to happen, but
yeah, the
Alright.
guy doesn't get up. He just kind of faints and withers.
Dead
I
weight.
check his
I don't
pulse?
want to hear
Make sure he's-
Krakator. Here, is Krakator on the roof?
Krakator's on the ground from what
Oh.
I believe.
Here, does somebody else want to hold him? He's
I
getting
got
heavy.
him.
Oh,
I've got
thanks.
him.
can I give him a look over, see if he looks ill?
I'm going to look in his pockets for stuff.
Okay, you start looking in his pockets. He has a bunch of different vials. He has like 30 gold on him.
I take it all.
You take it all?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you start.
Did I believe what he was saying? I rolled a 20.
Yeah, like you believe that he does not remember the last few days. You believe that he is really, really confused.
Okay.
He was not trying to like pull one over or anything. Like you recognize the look of confusion which you normally give most people, and yeah.
Any results from my look? Does he look sick or injured or
Um,
off?
No, he kind of smells like he hasn't bathed for the last like 3 days.
Does he look sallow? Does it look like he's slept and eaten?
No, not really.
Well, let's go ahead and turn him into the guard and get some justice for those women.
Before we turn him in, we need to find out where he got this necklace.
Oh,
Like
yeah, that's
who the contact was.
I shake him.
Well, if he wasn't in control of his actions, is that really justice?
Well,
It
you should
doesn't
know better
matter.
than to put on items that are cursed. You never know. You're responsible for
Fair enough.
what you put on.
Hey, Paul.
Yes.
Krakator finally made it up after, throwing everyone else up to the top of the roof.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like, does being around the necklace give me any sense of bad juju, like Kazu juju?
Actually, Kazu probably looks quote quote looks at it and he's like, "Hey, you want to put that on? It will help you."
After what it did to this man, nay, I will not put on this necklace.
It could release me.
I would rather not do that at this moment.
Krakator, no one's giving you the necklace.
That's a shame.
Yeah, the anger-causing necklace with the guy who almost burnt down the market doesn't seem like the greatest plan.
Yes, I got the necklace in my pants, and we can talk about the necklace later, but, after we get the information from the guy and figure out what we are doing.
I put 1 hit point into this guy.
And the guy wakes up.
God. Hey, look at me.
What?
Hey,
What?
who?
Mhm.
I'm only going to ask you this one more time. Who traded you this necklace?
I stand at her shoulder and glare.
he starts checking his pockets. I know I have a proof of trade somewhere in here. And he starts out turning his pockets and looks really confused.
Did I find a proof of trade whenever I searched him?
Yeah, you got a lot of scraps of paper out of him.
Okay.
I would have left the papers.
Tabby snaps her fingers. Hey, focus on me for a second, buddy. Okay, so you got this necklace. Where were you? You were trading it for and by whom? Were you down in one of the burlesque places? Were you in a bathhouse? Where were you and who was it? You said you remembered it was from a group of traders that you don't want to name. Now, you will give us the names or we will turn you to the guard. The choice is yours, my friend. And if you are lying, we will find you and we will kill you. And she grimaces and shows her fangs and tightens her claws around his clothing.
I suggest you listen to her. She is a feisty one.
Stay tuned for the next part of this episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.